Shalom, Kol Halo, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakaha, Kwadash. Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. The 144,000 and the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be among the heathen that look like those heathen. And to the few akwaf that are listening and learning, to you, I say shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you another lesson in truth. And this video is going to be possible wag the dog events. Well, it's going to be a PSA on some possible wag the dog events that possibly took place in New York and in DC over this St. Patrick's weekend involving so-called black men. All right. So, and it's going to be a short, but so let me just play this TikTok video. Another reason why they want to get rid of it. And this video is out of Europe. Is actually they're selling this mask in euros. All right. So the same wag the dog events that go on in America are clearly going on, in euros, in over there in Western Asia. All right.
Но несчастлив, разбуди меня огнем. Может стать, попытаться, можешь поделиться сном. Everyday перетяги, дышу музыкой на зло. Я тону в этой саге, пока дымится нутро.
Yeah, you see they want 500 euros for that.
Позабыли всех других, только ты и я. Скоро подарю круги, ведь нас можно было вернуть, пока не погасли звезды. И я только познал ту суть, что для тебя мир мой создан. Ведь нас можно было вернуть, пока не погасли звезды. И я только познал ту суть.
Let me see if I can make sure that's nice and light. Yeah. Yeah. As you see, that don't look that much different. All right. It don't look that much different from what you're looking at on the screen. So this, let me get a scripture first. Actually, you know what? Before I get that scripture, let's pull that up to the end of that again. Yeah. So, and when you hear the breakdowns of what's happened in these stories, they make absolutely no sense, and they're doing behavior that I know my people. And the behavior that's being displayed in these videos is not the way that so-called Negroes behave. Neither Hispanics, because it looks like one woman was looked like she's a Puerto Rican woman who and then what does she have? Her role in the fight makes no sense, whatever. But hold on, let me grab this scripture. And this is Revelation, I think it's 12 and 10. The accuse of our brethren. Actually, I'm going to start at 12 first, but the point is in 10. I'm going to read verse 12 first. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. And woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time." So Esau Edom is going to be very desperate in their attempt to maintain power, or in their, if I can't have it, no one can have it, destruction of America, destruction of the world campaign. Their what do they call it? The last ditch, or the Samson whatever, the Samson plan. All right. This is Revelation 12 and 10. It says, "And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power, and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night." All right. Give you an example. You got certain camps out there that are selling Hebrew Israelite items, through Google and through these merchandising camps who are not sincere, that's in it for money, and through Amazon and things like that. Well, but when they go, it gets labeled Black Hebrew Israelites. When you get all these so-called Hispanics and so-called natives and others that look like the other nations that are cleaving unto their Hebrew Israelite heritage, what do they fit in that? When you put that black narrative, it's all about controlling the narrative. And to me, it seems that it's a very obvious thing that they're trying to demonize Jacob and make Jacob the face of the problem here in America. Even though you got all these migrants that are in that Jake too, but you got all these migrants coming in and wreaking total havoc. They definitely are doing it in Chicago. But yet over the weekend, Jake just randomly starts a fight and I'm speaking about Judah, just randomly starts a fight, and I could see if it was a 18, 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old. This is a 36-year-old man, so they say, who just gets on a they show him walk through the emergency gate, which was completely and totally unlocked. All right, doesn't pay. Then he starts a fight. And then the camera picks him up coming in, but then all of a sudden you got over the shoulder shots that look like it's a over the shoulder shot from Hollywood, and you can't clearly see anything in the video. Nothing is actually clear, but yet they have a whole story, and the story makes no sense whatever, especially when they get to the part where they say that the passengers, who were mostly New York passengers, ran toward gunshots to help. Did you hear that? So let's play it just from that part.
Police say he was armed and didn't pay the fare. Cell phone then capturing him on the train, where police say he started a fight with the man seen in blue and yellow. They say he first pulled out a knife and then a gun, but the other man wrestled it away and fired.
And ultimately he's disarmed and shot.
Friday, police commended the passengers who intervened and the transit officers who arrived within seconds.
They heard 4 gunshots and immediately thought the worst thing was going to happen, and they went towards danger.
Police say there have been 17 gunner.
They went towards danger. It is a known fact here in Chicago that they wait for the shooting to be over before they even show up. Just keeping it real. And the passengers ran towards danger to help. A chick jumps in and stabs the guy, and she's got nothing to do with either, the guy that he attacked. Let's see if we can go back and find that part. They show the chick run up and jump in it. And now they're trying to find her too.
Sharp object or knife and stabbed the 36-year-old man during the confrontation. She was apparently traveling with the 32-year-old man seen in blue and yellow.
Oh, okay. They say she's traveling with him.
Escalated moments later on the.
And she conveniently has a mask on. When no one else is wearing masks, she has a mask on. None of this makes sense. So let's go here. Remember this story. All right, let's play it now. This was quite a few years back.
My name is Sean.
My name is Lisa. I'm an aircraft maintenance technician.
We show you surveillance photos like these all the time, and maybe you recognize the person in the video, but your eyes can deceive you.
Your eyes can deceive you. Now, remember what we watched at the opening. Okay? Remember what we watched at the opening. And then while I'm speaking about it, I kept saying that people were wearing these prosthetic masks doing these snatch and grabs in these stores. All right? And then all of a sudden, 2 millionaires got arrested. I don't remember if they were in Florida. I should have queued that story up. But 2 Edomites, well, at least Edomite looking, because they could actually be Jake. All right? And they were arrested. And they had and 12 other women, wealthy people, that were also arrested, and they were moving stolen goods via Amazon and some other websites that these people were stealing from these stores. You see? But yet they use masks like this and make Jacob, the real Israelites, so-called Negroes who are part of that. I'm actually reading a book about the Jacobites of Ireland, You know, I can't wait to do that lesson, get into that book. But Jacob is being made the face of the problem here in America, regardless of all the horrific things and horrible things that's being done to America and not being done for Americans. And you know, all the decisions that's being made, Jacob is being made the face of the problem.
About your own child.
Yeah, that's really true. And tonight, we actually show you a stunning local case that will make you scratch your head a little bit and wonder if what you just saw was indeed real.
And it also illuminates what prosecutors say is a real problem. Eyewitness accounts.
A real problem, because eyewitness accounts saw it was a black man. It was a black guy.
They say they're so unreliable, they may just be the worst kind of evidence.
Including film at this point.
In 2010, he held up multiple tri-state banks, and the surveillance video hit probably every newscast in Cincinnati.
It's something you would see in a Hollywood movie. I don't think any of us has seen anybody do anything like this.
Talks about killing cops.
This is the bank robber.
We believe to be an African-American male.
Hamilton County prosecutor Joe Dieter says people were convinced they knew this guy.
We had it on video.
They pointed at the same guy, the same house. They were sure it was this man.
Put out a Crime Stoppers tip, and we got about 5 or 6, 7 phone calls. I know that guy. He lives on this street. He lives in this particular house. And when the detectives went to that house, they knocked on the door. His mom answered it. She said, "I know why you're here. I just saw on television my son robbing a bank."
This is that woman's son. Take a look. He looks incredibly like the guy in the surveillance video. Police took the son, whose identity we were not given, into custody. Then they got a call from another woman who said they had the wrong guy, that it was her boyfriend who robbed the bank, and this is her boyfriend, Conrad Zerdiak.
Actual perpetrator was white as could be. He had bought a theatrical mask from Beverly Hills, which cost a few.
All right. This is Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye will have tribulation 10 days. And be thou faithful unto death, for I will give thee a crown of life. So the reason I read the scriptures is because some of us are going to be falsely accused, and some of us are actually going to be martyrs by the lies of Esau Edom. All right, who is the self-proclaimed, because he's clearly not white. They made that up. All right, white people or Caucasians. The guy said he's as white as he can be. There is nothing white about this man. All right, the outline on the photograph is white. He doesn't blend in with that. His skin is not white. He's red, just as the Bible describes Esau Edom. His blood shows forth. Esau's, his blood shows forth through his skin, wasted away as he. He was called red later on. You can see how red his ears are. All right. He was called red later on because, Edom, because of the bloody meat. And they definitely still, to this day, love their steak, their red meat, rare or medium rare. All right. That's how the average, Edomite eats their steak, their meat. All right. So let's go back to this video one more time.
Разбуди меня огнем, может стать, попытаться, можешь поделиться сном. Everyday перетяги, дышу музыкой на зло. Я тону в этой саге, пока дымится нутро. Перебереги мою любовь, перебереги моя душа. Я не перестал любить без слов, хочу любоваться не спеша. Только ты и я, позабыли все круги. Только ты и я, скоро подарю круги. Ведь нас можно было вернуть, пока не погасли звезды. И я только познал ту суть, что для тебя мир мой создан. Ведь нас можно было вернуть, пока не погасли звезды. И я только познал ту суть, что для тебя мир мой создан.
Yep. So, these stories, just like the one out of what was the one in it's supposed to be happening in D.C. Some guy just randomly shot 7 people. All right, some black guy in a blue shirt. That's all I can say. No footage, no cell phones. None of that. No cell phone footage, no nothing. Some guy at a St. Patty's Day, a crowded area, whatever, just decided to just randomly shoot 7 people. 2 of them died. So they say, okay, no, and they're looking for a black guy, maybe the one in his mask, and that's it. So, Esau is getting really, really desperate, and the men of the Lord have been telling you that Jacob, especially Judah, is going to be made the face of the problem. All right. And they're not done with you migrants, believe me. They're going to come at you too, big time. All right. The Northern Kingdom that came here from South America, they came here to either be judged or for salvation. And it's only going to be a few that can receive the salvation. The majority of them are going to be judged. All right. So with that, I'm going to give all praises, all honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah HaKodash, Kwam Yasharala, Shalom.